Okay, today we're going to create something like this. It's a Photoshop animation. Here it is. It's a basketball. Just go and throw it up, bouncing around, and finally goes in and then bounces out of the screen. And we can save this as a GIF image, an animated image. Anyways, let's get started. Let's go File, New. Let's call this animation. The preset size, go custom, and just do something like this. 500 width and height about, say, 350. Resolution doesn't really matter, let's keep it at 100. Make sure color mode is on RGB and hit OK. So this is what we got. What you're going to have is a white background. Let's right click that, layer from background. So right click, layer from background, and just call it background for now. So we've got a white background, but we'll change the background later on. What we're going to do is we're going to just grab the shapes, and it's just down here, and we're going to grab the rectangular tool, and we're just going to draw a pole, and we'll draw a backboard, and then we'll get a different shape, a circle, and I'll just draw the hoop, maybe a bit bigger than that. Control T and just draw it out to get a bigger hoop. Yeah, that'll work for now. Next thing I'm going to do is get the rectangle tool again and maybe just draw downwards. Turn the opacity down or change the color. That can be the net. Okay. Next I'm going to create the ball. And I'll just put the ball on the ground for now. Might even change the color of this. So what I'll do is go up to fill, and I'll make it a red ball. Stroke, make that red as well, so it's completely red. If I wanted the outside to be a different color, maybe brown, I could change the stroke size, make it thinner. So that looks pretty good actually. Cool. So now we're ready to animate. We've got our assets in place. To bring the animation panel down below, we go to Window, and in CS5 you'll see something called Animation. In CS6 it's actually called something else. It's called Timeline. So just again, in CS5 it's called Animation, it'll be at the top. CS6 it's called Timeline. And here it is down below. This is how it works. So I just zoomed in, Control Plus, and what we do, the first screen is there. You set the amount of seconds you want. I'm going to do 0.1 seconds, and then what I'm going to do is add frames. So right here I add a frame, and then I move the ball a little bit. Oh, make sure I've got the ball selected. Move it a little bit higher, add a new frame, move it higher, keep adding frames. Maybe it hits the ring first, bounces up, hits the backboard, bounces up again. Now it's coming down. I just keep moving and new frame each time. And finally it's going to go inside. And we're just going to make it bounce out of the screen. Keep going. And last one, it's out of there. Now I've got all of my frames. To have a look at it, I just press play. So I'm just going to zoom out so we can see the whole thing. Hit play, and there it is. Okay, and it repeats forever. I can change that if I want to only repeat once or 3 times. Now to save it, we go File, Save for Web. Okay, make sure you do Save for Web. Now here, there's a couple of things we need to look at. First thing, we want a GIF image. And you can pick from any of these. If you have different backgrounds, then you want to select the proper one. We're just going to go with GIF restricted here. We're going to leave the default settings, and we're going to make sure looping options is on forever, then hit save. I'm going to save it on the desktop for now. You can save it wherever you want. Once it's done, best way to preview an animation is if you open it up in Internet Explorer, that'll probably work best. And there it is.